new topic, paragraph writing. So how can we define what a paragraph writing is, what a paragraph is? So paragraph is a series of sentences which are organized or coherent in a well-structured form and it is related to a single topic. What do we understand by paragraph writing? That all the sentences which are organized in a well-structured form are related to a single topic. Also we can say in another words that paragraph writing is the breaking down of the long essays into a smaller pieces in a well-structured form is called paragraph writing. So this was the definition of paragraph writing. This is the definition of paragraph. Now moving further, we will understand that how to make a paragraph writing. First of all, we need to understand that how many lines are needed for paragraph writing. It only depends on we can write in 4 to 5 lines or more than that, but it depends on the purpose of paragraph, that about what the paragraph is. Moving further, we need to understand the parts of paragraph. What are the parts of paragraph? The parts of paragraph are topic sentences, supporting sentences and concluding sentences. Topic sentences. As per the name, the topic sentences is the first, the starting of paragraph. It shows the main purpose of the paragraph, that why we are writing about this topic. Also, we can say that it can be the main idea of a paragraph. We write the main idea of the paragraph in this topic sentences. Moving further, supporting sentences. In supporting sentences, we have to write about the main body of the paragraph. We write about the main body of the paragraph. Also, we have to write about the places, events and everything and examples. With everything we have to show that what a supporting sentences is. Moving further, we come to our concluding sentences. Concluding sentences in which we restate the whole idea of paragraph again. In other words, in concluding sentences, we restate the idea again but in different words. So, these are the 3 kinds of parts. I would like to teach you again this topic sentences more clearly. What is topic sentences? Topic sentence is the first sentence in the paragraph. What does it do? It introduces the main idea of the paragraph. I've already explained that the main idea is explained in the topic sentences. How do I summarize the main idea of your paragraph and make clear it will be about? You have to make clear about it in topic sentences and you have to summarize the whole idea of the paragraph. And one more important thing, in a topic sentences you should include a strong verb and make a bold statement about it. Moving further, we are moving towards supporting sentences, which is the main body of a paragraph. I have already explained you. They give the main details about the idea of paragraph. In supporting sentences, we have the main idea about the paragraph writing, about what a paragraph is. And we have to give facts, details and examples also in supporting sentences. Now, the last one, I have already explained it very clearly, that it is the final statement. We can also say the concluding sentences as the final statement of a paragraph. It is the ending of a paragraph, it is the closure of a paragraph. And we restate the same idea again and again. So, these were the parts of a paragraph and this is a sequence of a paragraph. Now, moving further, I would like to make you understand the types of paragraph. We have just learned what are the parts of paragraph. Now we will learn the types of paragraph. So there are 4 types of paragraph: descriptive paragraph, narrative paragraph, expository paragraph and persuasive paragraph. So what do you understand by descriptive paragraph? Descriptive paragraph is not in your course, but you have to just understand little bit that what actually the descriptive paragraph is. In descriptive paragraph we describe the nature or we give a brief description about the events that happened. Now, we are moving towards narrative paragraph, which is included in your course. Narrative paragraph is very important topic, you all need to understand. Narrative paragraph is a sequence of events which is a series of sequence of events, which signifies something. Also, we can say that it should introduce all major elements of the plot. Now here the plot word is very important in narrative paragraph because plot is a part of it. So it should introduce all the major elements plot such as character, setting, time and location. It should grip the reader into attention and proceed to narrate to tell us a story. As by the name narrative paragraph. What do we understand by narrative? We narrate the story. In descriptive paragraph, we describe the situation. In this, we have to be very clear about the story. We narrate the story here. A narrative story can be descriptive. Yeah, we can describe also. It can be descriptive also. But its main aim to be to put the plot along with it. To put the plot further on it, along with it. So the narrative essay makes a point. That point is often defined in the opening sentence, but can also be found at the last sentence in the opening paragraph. I am reading through this page number 85, on narrative paragraph, second paragraph, which is very important. Mark the line. The narrative essay makes a point, and that point is often defined in the opening sentence. The point is defined in opening sentence, and if it would not be defined in opening sentence, then further it would be defined in the same paragraph at the last line of the opening sentence. Now I am just reading one example of narrative paragraph. You will just have an idea that how we write a narrative paragraph. So, page number 85. My beautiful new watch had run 18 months without losing or gaining and without breaking any parts of its machinery or stopping. I had to come and believe infallible in its judgment about the time of the day and to consider its constitution and its anatomy imperishable. But at last, one night, I let it run down. Till here, our image is very clear towards us that we are just reading a sequence of events and a story is narrated here. Okay, students, moving further. I grieved about it as if it were a recognized messenger and a forerunner of calamity. But by and by I cheered up, set up the watch by guess, and commanded my borings and superstitions to depart. Next day I stepped into the chief jeweler's to set it by the exact time, and the head of the establishment took it out of my hand and proceeded to set it for me. Then he said, "She is 4 minutes slow. Regulator wants pushing up." I tried to stop him, tried to make him understand that the watch kept perfect time. But no, all this human cabbage could see was that the watch was 4 minutes slow and the regulator must be pushed up a little, and so while I danced around him in anguish and implored him to let the watch alone, he calmly and cruelly did the shameful deed. My watch began to gain. It gained faster and faster day by day. Within the week, it sickened to a raging fever and its pulse went up to 150 in the shade. So what can we conclude towards it? That about a watch, a story is narrated here. Unlike descriptive writing, we simply attempt to describe a setting or scenario. In a descriptive writing, we just describe a scenario, that what about the problem is or why we are writing a paragraph. Narrative writing chronicles a sequence of passages or events over a time. So here we just have a focus on the events about what that happened in a passage of time. Secondly, in the above passage by Mark Twain, this passage was written by Mark Twain. Note how the passage of time is just a box with author's frame of mind. The tension in the story is being built by moving the plot along. So this shows that how the plot was moved along. As I have already said that in narrative paragraph, the plot is a very important thing. So hope you all have understand the narrative paragraph very nicely. Now we have to read on page number 86 that how to guide to write a narrative paragraph. That how should we write a narrative paragraph? We would read that. First, remember to involve the reader in the story. Your story should be interesting. The reader should have an interest by reading your story. It is much more interesting to actually recreate an incident for reader than to simply tell about it. So you have to recreate the whole story rather than simply telling about it. And this can be done by narrating the tale in the first person. The first person can narrate the whole tale. Second point, while the purpose of a narrative is to tell a story, details must be carefully selected to support. So the sequence of events, the sequence of details is all about narrative paragraph. So you all have to be very careful while writing it. Explain and enhance the story. Use vivid descriptions, metaphor and similes to help your reader visualize the scenario. Now it depends on your choice at what kind of descriptions, what kind of metaphors and what kind of similes you are choosing for to just make your paragraph more good and more beautiful. Leave out unnecessary details. You can leave the unnecessary details because you have to make a interest in that story. You have to make an interest in the narrating of that paragraph. So use visual language to describe the setting instead of boring your reader with the description of what or scene you have heard. So you don't have to make that paragraph boring. Keep a close eye on the events taking place over time. You have to keep a close eye about the events, because events, a sequence of events, already in the definition I have explained, are the most important thing. Make a rough timeline of events to guide you while writing. The fifth one, the last one, narratives should include these story conventions. A plot including setting and characters. A plot should be defined very well with the setting and the characters, an event or impending situation, and clear transitions of crime. Transitions is when you shift to one paragraph to another paragraph. So the transitions should be good. When we shift towards another paragraph, we shift towards the next paragraph, it should be very smooth when we are writing a narrative paragraph. Okay dear student, so I have explained what a narrative paragraph is and how to write it. We have already read an example also given in your book. Now one more example I would like to dictate you, already given in your notes. You have to write a paragraph about pedaling on my own. Pedaling on my own is a topic and you have to write a narrative paragraph on it. Learning how to ride a bike for the first time was a nerve-wracking independent moment. I was about 5 years old when my sis informed me that was too old to still be riding a bike with having wheels. So here we are just the writer has narrated a story about how he was nervous while riding a bike. Even though I had some doubt, my sister and I went outside and started to take the little wheels of my bike. After my bike, so here we can just see the sequence of events, that how time is changing and how the events are described here. After my bike went through the transformation, I was now ready for the big movement. With butterflies in my stomach, I slowly got on the bike and with my shaky hands, I gripped the handles tightly. Meanwhile, my sister was holding on to me to keep my balance. I was so afraid that she would let go, yet I was determined to ride the bike on my own. So the personal experience has been shared here. Next, with a little push from her, I started to pedal. The faster my bike went, the faster my heart raced. Now he's describing how the bike was, just moving. Finally, I looked back nervously and noticed that my sister let go of my bike. So the conclusion is here made, that how the bike has moved. And I was so excited that I accomplished freedom on my bike that I forgot to pedal. And the next step I remember, I was lying on the ground. So this how the story was narrated in a very interesting way. We are getting interest that how the boy is pedaling the bike, and then what happened, and then he started pedaling also, and he was happy, and then what happened in a comical way, that he fell on the ground. And yet I did not care because of adrenaline rush. I will never forget the exciting moment of going up the stage of riding a bike without training wheels. So this was the ending lines of the paragraph, in which we come to know that he has explained that how he has ride the bike, then what sequence of events he has showed, that what had happened and what was as the last part, and then he has explained that he will always remember these moments. So this is how a narrative story is explained, a narrative paragraph has to be written down. Also dear students, I have given you for your homework also, I have shared you on your PDF. So hope you all will prepare for it. Nostalgia, and I have given standing up, or the bad story and the sad story. So you all have to complete your homework, and this was how your paragraph writing. We have come to know the parts of it: the topic sentence, supporting sentence, and concluding sentence. Also, we have learned the 4 parts of paragraph. First was descriptive, second one was narrative, third one was expository, and fourth one was persuasive. Now we will just read a little bit glimpse of what is expository and what is persuasive paragraph. Expository paragraph, it defines something or gives instruction. It may also process and influence readers step by step with a form of method. So actually student, here we only share the knowledge and experience in expository form of paragraph, and it gives an instruction, or can be, it can be defined something. So this is what called an expository paragraph. Last one, persuasive type of paragraph. Persuasive type of paragraph. In this paragraph, a writer seeks to have your attention, to have an audience attention, or to have a reader's attention, in which the writer's point of view of know his her position. Persuasive paragraphs are often used by the teachers because it is beneficial in building an argument. So persuasive paragraph, we can say that they are built for an argument. We can have a good argument about it, and also it make a writer to research and collect some facts on the topic. And it is very certain that when we have an argument, we will collect some type of facts or some type of logic about that topic. So persuasive type of paragraph is just like an argument, in which the writer is trying to explain the point of view which he or she is having for it. Okay student, so it's time to leave. All the best for your exams, and the paragraph writing has been explained.